Ladies and gentlemen, bit of a different setup here. Welcome back to my AFL tipping series. I'm going to be going through round 8 this time. I don't know why I sound so excited. What the fuck? What are we doing? Now, there are some absolutely fucking mental games this week. Holy fucking shit. We have got Derby City. We've got the Port Adelaide game tomorrow on Thursday. Carlton Collingwood, arguably the greatest rival in the competition. You've got the Battle of the Bridge, Sydney GWS, St Kilda North Melbourne, bit stinky there. Melbourne Geelong will be a great test for Geelong at the G against Melbourne. West Coast Essendon, bit stinky, but could be a dodgy one for Essendon there. Richmond Fremantle, bit of a stinky one. Dogs Hawks, that's going to be a blowout and a half. And then Brisbane Gold Coast, which is a derby, but why is it at 7:10 on a fucking Sunday? I don't know. Anyway, let's get things started on Thursday night. As already mentioned, we have got not the demolition derby. We've got a derby that I think is the best in the competition. In terms of derbies, this is the best. And I'm gonna be honest. I've made a video about this before. You can watch it on this YouTube channel, maybe 6 months ago, about the history of the derby. Why they hate each other. Port Adelaide hated how Adelaide were first in the competition when Port Adelaide were so big in the SANFL. Obviously, Adelaide didn't exist. There's a long storyline behind it, but it is going to be interesting. Rosie's been named despite the hamstring injury, so I'm not sure what the go is there, but he has been named, and I don't know how, but it might be mind games, because how can you get a hamstring injury and 6 days later you're deemed fit to play? I don't understand. We will be going with a victory too. I don't think, despite the fact they've named Rosie, I don't think Rosie's going to play. I think Adelaide are going to win. They won both derbies last year, which makes me feel like they won't win one this year. But we're going to go with an Adelaide victory at home. It's their home ground, technically speaking, or their home game, sorry. And that's going to be a victory. And I think Adelaide are going to bounce back. Especially Sloane's retired. I don't know. It's an emotional week for them. This next game, I've got no idea. It is Carlton's home game at the MCG. I genuinely have no fucking clue who to go for. Jeez, Carlton are not that in form. Neither are Collingwood. They couldn't get the job done against Essendon. Jordan De Goey is, I think, missing out. Carlton will be hoping to get a win. Something tells me Collingwood are going to win this, but also something tells me they're not. Can Collingwood really go 8 games of the season, after this round? If they have played 8 games and they've only won 3 because they've drawn 1, does that make sense? Not really. But then again, Carlton, can they be sitting on 8 games and only 5 wins? Maybe. It's hard, but I think Carlton will get the job done. I think Carlton, just right now, are the better team. So I'm going to back the home team again. But next round, I'm not backing the home team. I'm going with the Giants victory. Sydney are looking so in form, but I think the Giants have... Is Toby Green back for this, actually? Oh, shit. Okay, this is very important because I have got no idea if Toby Green is playing. We're going to have a look at the injury list really quickly. Here we go. GWS Giants. Yeah, he's fine, apparently. Will the Giants win? Will Sydney win? I'm still going to go with the Giants. I just backed them in. Sydney are having a little bit of dodgy culture problems with the Sam Wicks, how he celebrated with absolutely no one watching or giving a fuck about him. So a bit dodgy there. So let's go with a home loss for Sydney, and we're going to go with GWS. So we've got Adelaide, Carlton, GWS. Those 3 games could go absolutely either way. Port Adelaide, I could easily see winning. They're in good form. Collingwood, could see winning. And Sydney, I could see them winning as well. St Kilda North Melbourne, St Kilda win this. Super easy, non-negotiable. If they lose this match, wallah, I don't even want to know what that looks like for St Kilda, because something big's going to happen if they lose to North. This is a big percentage opportunity for St Kilda, so they should be hoping to win this by 50 plus points to get some percentage on the board, because they still I still definitely think St Kilda are in the fight for the 8. They're not out of it yet. Calm your fucking tits, mate. Melbourne Geelong at the G. Melbourne get the win. I backed Carlton last week. They didn't, but I think Melbourne have like this really sort of weird history with Geelong where in big games they tend to win. I don't know why, but they tend to just play well against Geelong. Bit of a bogey team, sort of, I feel like. It would be nice to look at the old, the history of the team. If I look at Melbourne Demons versus Geelong past games, I can hopefully find out for you here who is... Ooh, come on, show me like recent. It's not showing. Here we go. Okay. Oh, I stand corrected. Geelong have won the last 2. But they're both at GMHBA. Fuck it, we're going to go with Melbourne, all right? Who gives a fuck? I think Melbourne are going to win that game, and Geelong will get their first loss. They have to. Fucking hell. Someone's got to beat them. And I think Melbourne are that team to do so. West Coast Essendon. Wow. I don't know what to go for here. This is Harley Reid is back for West Coast. Elliot Yeo's in form. Fucking Waterman's on crazy form. Essendon, they do have Ben Mackay, who I think will shut down Waterman. And for that reason, I do think Essendon will win. I would love, oh my God, I would pay an extraordinary amount of money if I had that money for West Coast to win this game, because the amount of Essendon fans I know that would be dying if they lost to West Coast. Like, we lost to West Coast Richmond, but we're one of the worst teams in the comp, and we have half our list is fucking injured, right? We have an excuse. Essendon have no excuse. If they lose this game, when I'm true with you, I'm looking forward to that. But I think Essendon are going to win. They're just a better team. I think their defense is going to hold up fine against West Coast. And I think West Coast was sort of on a bit of a high, but that's going to come crashing down again. Richmond Fremantle, I do think Richmond will get up. I'm backing my boys. We have, I think, a couple players returning from injury, maybe, hopefully. I never fucking know with Richmond, to be completely honest with you. But I can find out through the old injury list to see who's returning from my team, the Richmond Tigers. We have got maybe Bolter, and maybe that's probably it, who's going to play. Bolter's the only one who could return. That's it. That's not really what I wanted to see. I'm going to back the boys. It's at the G. I think we usually play all right against Fremantle, but our Fremantle are in good form again, getting the win last week. But I don't think Freo are that good. I don't rate them. They are in the 8. We're in 16th. Let's go with my boys there to get that W. Okay, come on. Get on your fucking keys. Moving swiftly on. The Dogs are taking on the Hawthorn Football Club. This is going to be a massive blowout. This is going to be, I'm talking, I don't even want to say how much I'm talking. I'm kind of feeling an 100-pointer here. There's something deep in me that wants to back Hawthorn though, which I'm not going to do. I'm not going to do that. I know I'm stupid, but I'm not that dumb. I think the Dogs get over the line comfortably. I think it'll be 60 points. And I think Hawthorn are going to come straight back down to reality. Although they already did when they lost to Sydney. Final game. This one I've been struggling with as well. Shock, I struggle with all the close games. Brisbane are taking on Gold Coast. It is at the Gabba. Okay. Now Gold Coast are on decent form. They're 9th place. Brisbane are in 13th. On form, you would tip Gold Coast. But it's at the Gabba. And I know they've lost every game at the Gabba this season, but they have played Collingwood, Geelong, and Carlton at the Gabba. Arguably 3 of the best teams in the comp. They can't lose this. If Brisbane Lions lose this game against Gold Coast, it's more than season done. It's players' credibility questioned. It's all sorts of repercussions and problems. So for that reason, I'm going to go for Brisbane. I just think they have to win. Which means they're the tips. We've got Adelaide beating Port, Carlton beating Collingwood, Giants getting a shock win against Sydney, St Kilda beating North, Melbourne beating Geelong, Essendon defeating West Coast, Richmond, the upset of the round I'm sort of going for against Freo, I think the Dogs get the job done over Hawks and Brisbane get the job over Gold Coast. So only Essendon and GWS are the away teams that I am tipping. But super excited round. This has probably been the best round this season. The close games, the derbies. I'm fucking pumped. I'm so pumped for this week. Looking forward to it. Let me know your tips in the comments. Make sure you like, subscribe, all the good stuff. Follow the TikTok FTFooty, and I'll be seeing you in another video.